Hey guys, it's Greg. In this video we want to show you Tectonia, which is going to be on Kickstarter soon. This is a prototype, we got a prototype, so don't expect some spectacular components. We want to show you basic rules and mechanics and just give you a feeling what you can expect from this game. I think that this can be quite interesting for people who are into more aggressive games. So in here it's impossible to win thanks to some kind of economy. Here you are going to win by fighting, and that's it. But this super innovative, I guess, mechanic in this game is terraforming. So each tribe, because the game is placed in some tribal era, each tribe know how to terraform Mars. So terraform Earth. So thanks to these, they can emerge mountains or collapse mountains and ground, and water will appear, and so on, so on. So this can be quite interesting. I don't know what to expect from the final product, but we can share with you our impressions with this prototype. As you can see, the game is set up already. I've done it off the camera because it takes some time, but let me explain you what you can see over here. So first of all, we have game board. On a game board, it's basically a water everywhere. It's like sea or ocean or whatever what. And during the setup, we need to determine where are the water spaces. And then when we randomly choose those using specific cards, we need to put those terrains like grasslands, like just plains, all over the rest of the map. And in the final step of making the map, you need to add some mountains. So mountains are over here now. So we have water, we have plains, and we have mountains. What else you can see? What else you can see here? We have those tokens of the resources. So this is energy, and on the other side that's iron. In this game, we only have those two resources, and all those maples are just our units. So this is a prototype. So as you can see, we have something like this. In the final version, I believe we can expect something better. But I think we have some kind of demos to show. Those are custom-made maples. Sometimes I think it's better to have those kind of maples than plastic minis. Those wooden components gives that extra feeling that I really like in board games. Now, so we have units, yeah, and finally this is your HQ. And more or less that's it. No more important things on the map. So we have types of locations, units, and resources. Two resources: energy and iron. Now, next thing I would like to show you maybe players maths. So the factions in this prototype, we have 4 factions, and those 4 factions are completely different with different units that you can deploy. Right. So for example, this faction, in here we have track, where we can track our energy points. And here are places where we can build buildings that allows us to deploy different type of units that we can use. So as you can see, for other factions, we have slightly different units that you can spawn. And here is some kind of ant, and here is like yeti or whatever what. So when you will performing build action, we can just put those buildings in here on our player bots, and that will allows us to recruit those units. And what else? Here we have a map. I have that concern that it can be a little bit quite hard to read what's basically going on the map, because you need to see the borders of each of the regions, and just looking at this smaller map, it's much easier than over here. What else? So during one round of the game, each player can play 4 of 7 cards, because during player's turn, each player can play one of their cards. There's 7 of them, and 4 can be played in one turn. Then the turn ends, all discarded cards are going back to the hand, and again, using in next turn, again you have 7 cards that you can choose and play them. Now, what kind of actions you can perform in this game? So first one, this is terraforming action. This distinctive one, this quite unique action, very specific for Tectonia, because those tribes learned how to terraform Earth, and now they know how, have the knowledge how to emerge mountains or destroy the mountains and fields and just make the water appear. So using this card, you can decide to go up or go down, to make mountains or plains, or destroy plains or mountains and make water. So basically, when player is playing this card, he or she can put their token marking which tile will go up, so with yellow, with green symbol, or go down with red symbol. So if I would put this token with green on this tile, that means that on this tile a mountain will appear. And if I would make it like this, that means that the ground will collapse and the water will appear. So this is terraforming. Next thing is just building. So basically, paying 3 energy, you can build one of those buildings and put the tile on your player's board. Here, this card is used for recruitment, and basically the basic warriors are always available. You just need to have your HQ, and that's it. For other units, you need specific buildings built in your HQ. So depending on what you build, the different things you can purchase. There's no limitation, only limit is the resources, and of course build the buildings. Next action. This action is used to gather resources. So you can choose 3 different areas to gather energy or iron. And basically, I think you need to be there to gather those tokens, or you can discard 2 cards to get 5 energy points. I will show you those cards in a moment. Now, next thing is leveling up your cards of your units. So one thing that you have units on the map. Second thing that each unit has like there's a card for each of the type of the unit, and of course you will start with level 1, the most basic unit, like not leveled up. So those are the skills that that unit has. When you will level up, so you can level up this card, paying the cost and discarding a card, and you can upgrade level 1 card to level 2 cards, then again level 2 card to level 3 card, if you can do this. And here are the levels of level 1. Those are the skills of level 1. Level 2 is a little bit upgraded, so there's 1 extra symbol, and finally level 3 is the most, let's say, advanced. Right, so this action is used to leveling up your cards. And finally, we have 2 cards used to make a move action and to attack. But playing this card, you also need to pay a cost of 4 energy. So those are the actions. So how the game works? As I said, in one round of the game in one round of the game, each player can play 4 cards, one by one, till all players played 4 cards. Then terraforming phase launches, and each tile with specific token like this is changed accordingly. So in this example, this tile would be just removed from the map, because we have this red symbol. A red symbol means that we are going down, so Earth is destroyed and we have water. So for example, it's this one, and Here is up, so this plains would change into a mountain. But unfortunately, this is, I think, the biggest issue with this title, that you have this gigantic, maybe I will show you. You have this gigantic box of tiles. Of course, you can sort those tiles in some kind of system, and that would be much easier, but I didn't do that, so for me it's a little bit difficult for now to just show you that we can add this extra tile over there to make the mountain. But for example, if I would like destroy this mountain with this token, the red symbol, I'm just taking this tile and we have plains. If I would do this action again, we have water. And so on and so on. So those tiles are just easily removed and added, but in the end you just need to find them in the box. Right, so this is the terraforming action. Okay, so now I would like to show you the battle, but and I arranged something in here. So battle is over here. We have those 2 black warriors, 4 yellow. Here yellow also has this archer, and this guy with extra black dice, and here we have those 2 also guys with red dice. So how the battle works. So first of all, you need to gather dice for each of the unit that is taking part of the battle in this location. So for example, I just rolled those dice, and depending on results, different things are gonna happen. So this is just a hit. This is a hit, this is 1 hit, and that's it. This is a block, so this one can prevent 1 hit from the enemy. This is reinforcement. This is an option to bring a unit to the battle area. So in this example, if I would roll this symbol, I can summon my units from adjacent areas. So for example, I could summon also this guy over here and use him and his black dice, because he is using this black dice, and this is more powerful because in here we have basically 2 hits and not 1. So those are reinforcements. And what else do we have here? We have also something like this. This is retreat. This is an option to retreat 1 of your own units. So if you feel that you cannot win this battle, or you want to save somebody, you can decide that some of your units can retreat. I mean, 1 of them using this 1 symbol. But those are not all. We also should have. Let me here. We also have this explosion, I would say, I don't know. This is a panic. So when you would roll this panic symbol, your opponent needs to choose 1 of his units taking part in this battle and just move it away from this location. This unit just panicked and it's deserting the battlefield. And those are all results on the dice. Of course, we also have something like this, but this is basically also a hit, but just made by archers. So if I would roll something like, maybe that's not the best roll, but in here I have 3 reinforcements, so I can summon 3 guys and I can retreat with 1. So I would move, let's say, this one and also these 2. And for all those 3 units that I moved, I am also rolling dice. But what is also important, that I have those 2 archers next to my battlefield, and archers can also take part of a battle if they are adjacent to the battlefield. So in this example, I could also roll 2 green dice. So like this. And again, I need to check what kind of results I got, and different things are gonna happen. But it's not all, because a part of rolling a dice, each player also can play those cards that are corresponding with the units. So in this example, I don't know if those cards are for yellow player, but let's use it. I can use only cards of units that are taking part that they're fighting in this specific battle. So in this example, I could only use the I could use only this red card, because red is for those basic units, and the black black cards, because those are these guys like with this black symbol. So 1 units in a location, then rolling a dice, and then also adding these modifiers that are over here. And remember, you only can play cards that are units of the cards that are taking part in the battle. And in the end, you just need to compare the results of the one player with the results of the second player. The one who got who's still standing on the battlefield is the winner, basically. And that's it. So this is the game. You need to the game is about fighting, about developing your tribe. So it's a little bit like Age of Empires, more or less, but more focused on the battle and less on economy. In here, this economy is very limited. It's only about building these basic structures that allows you to summon more units to fight for you. And basically that's it. So after this one round of the game, after those terraformings, another round starts. You again have seven cards that you played. So you're having again your starting hand, and that's it. So that's Tectonia. I really like this idea of those tiles that are constantly changing. This can really influence your tactics. So thanks to this, when you're seeing that your opponent is trying to somehow attack you on some kind of way, you can just make mountains or collapse the earth, and water will appear so they cannot go through, and you're just saved. So this is the game. There are also minor rules. For example, like it's impossible to have 2 terraforming tokens on one tile. So if something is going something is going up, it's impossible for you to give a token that will make the ground go down. Some minor rules that are very important. I'm not going to go through all of them, especially that's prototype, so a lot of things then can change. But more or less, this is Tectonia. If you like this idea, if you are into battle games, if you like using dice, and I think that's important that this game allows you to mitigate the results of the dice. So it's not random. If you like this, just check out their campaign, because they are going to be on Kickstarter soon. So thank you so much for watching this video, and see you in the next one.